Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another video, and this, I was going to include these in just the Diecast weekly episode, but I decided, you know what, let's just do a standalone video for these beautiful Tomica limited vintage Neo Ferraris, and I think they deserve their own video, so we're going to go ahead and just do that, because we've got 4 cars to look at, and I don't want to be distracted by anything else but those. So these are a catch-up. We got the 365 GTS4 and the 365 GTB4. These were released actually last month, but I just got them shipped actually with these 2 brand new ones for this month, the F355s. We got the Berlinetta and the Spider. So I am stoked to show these guys to you. I have already pulled them out. I took a couple of pictures of them and then put them right back in the box. But we are definitely going to check them out. And we're going to go through it. If you haven't seen Tomica limited vintage Neo or limited vintage Ferraris before, they're absolutely beautiful. They are not cheap, but they really are worth every penny and are kind of the highest echelon of 1/64 scale diecast. We're going to start with the 365s, just because they're older, and then we'll finish with the 365s, and then we'll finish with the 355s, the F355s. All right, so I've got a gloved hand. Why? Because these things are beautiful, and I just don't want any fingerprints on them. So I am going to protect my diecast by, forcing me to wear a glove here, so that we don't put any fingerprints. Let's look at the 365 GTB4 first. We'll take a little peek around the package. All of these special edition Tomica limited vintages kind of come for the Ferraris. Come in these nice, very nicely printed boxes where you have foil print. They're just, this is kind of like what you'd receive, I don't know, a brand new iPhone in, or a, maybe like a cologne or something like that, maybe an expensive watch. So you got your Ferrari official product license there. Some other legal gobbledygook we cannot read because it is in Japanese, and I have yet to learn how to read that. 1/64 scale, we've got it noted here that it is red. I'm trying to think if there is I don't know if they did put out a yellow one of this car or not. Sometimes they will do a Tomy Mall exclusive in yellow. All right, so this shows us that there are going to be optional add-on pieces, which I never do, but there is going to be a side mirror, and it looks like a front license plate, which we won't be adding. This shows you that it has an opening part. So there's a quick look around the box, and then it's got this, another little thing with some information here. Looks like some proof of purchase. Probably cut these out for some sort of reward. And looking very nice. Nothing really much on the back, just a cardboard piece. And then, of course, the beautiful car itself nestled in this wonderful packaging. So we'll pull it out like that. And there it is. Go ahead and just get it out here. We'll set it down. The extra pieces are going to be under here. There they are. One's the number plate, and the other one is the mirror. And then we've got a little literature in the bottom here too, which I'm just going to leave all this in here. I think this is some QR code. I'm not really sure what that all means. Doesn't much matter. But these pieces are so cool. I'm going to put the packaging back together. This car is going to end up going on display now, so I can just put the box back together and set it aside, and then we can zoom in on the diecast. We won't take that deep a look at the packaging on the rest of these because it's all pretty much the same. We will note, of course, if there's any parts that you can add to these cars after you get them out of the package, but we'll just keep the camera adjusted here. So this is the 365 GTB4 in this beautiful red. These do have suspension. Take a quick look at the base of the car. There's the base. You can read that. These gloves are great, but it is kind of hard to handle the car with them because they are slippery. It's basically like you're wearing a microfiber cloth or cotton cloth on your hand. So, of course, like all Tomica limited vintage, it is not short of detail. Look at that Ferrari logo, so tiny, printed so tiny. There's your headlights right there. Indicators on the back. Got lights back there. You do have a plate in the back. Separate little pieces for bumpers. Separate little pieces for exhaust. The wheels look good. Let's take a look under the hood. There's your detail under the hood. Not much color under there, but I'm guessing it's probably the real vehicle. Probably is. It might have been painted black. I don't really know. You can see through the window that we've got what appears to be like a wood steering wheel. Some texture in the seats with some two different colors in there. It's hard to get a look in there with the camera, but I'm telling you in person, this thing is absolutely amazing. The hood shuts perfectly. You know, opening parts can be cool, but they also can be kind of a curse to what you're trying to accomplish. If you have like bad hood lines and stuff like that when they shut, or if they don't shut properly, or if they stick open, or there's all sorts of things that can go wrong with opening parts. But so far, Tomica Limited Vintage, anytime they've done it, it's been a success. So here's that one. Here's the first one, the 365 GTB4. Then we're going to do the 365 GTS4. And this is more of the same. It's basically the same tooling. It's just the convertible version of it. I guess it's sort of the same tooling. We'll look at the differences here. This one, again, yeah, number plate, mirror you can add on. And again, it's got an opening hood. And I'm not sure the motor might be different. So we will take a look at that. This one, we're definitely going to get a nice look at the seats, as you can see. Tan interior on this one as well. Just putting the packaging back together. I suppose I could save that for off-camera action, but whatever. And check that out. So this one would have had the pop-up up and down headlights, which is why you don't see the actual headlights there. So some slight different details. Get a nice view of the steering wheel, which is not wood this time. It's black. Black dashboard, tan interior. Just look at the details. I mean, the details are absolutely fantastic on these cars. Again, more suspension. The base is probably the same. 365 GTS4. So I guess it's not. So I guess they consider these completely different toolings, it looks like. Yeah, GTB4, GTS4. And really they are. Let's open the hood real quick. And the motor, I believe, looks pretty much the same, right? Let's take a peek at that in comparison to that. It's a little different. There's some differences. See in the top there? Not many differences, but there's differences, and I'm guessing that's accurate to the vehicle. Again, little tiny Ferrari logo up there. They even like keep like the logos and stuff on these cars scale correct, which is just amazing. Like, these are just little gems. These are little collectible gems. This is the closest you're going to get as a diecast collector to someone that would be like a coin collector or some collector of jewelry or something like that. It's just the finest wares that money can buy. All right. Just fantastic. And if you think about the price of these, yeah, they're pricey, but there's some stuff, you know, made by Hot Wheels and stuff like that that's super collectible that blows this out of the water when it comes to price and just doesn't look this good. Okay. Of course, then you're kind of buying hype, you know, then with some Hot Wheels stuff, and that's fine. But these are just beautiful, beautiful pieces. Yeah, right. Now let's get to, I suppose, the main event. We'll do this in the same order when we do a hardtop and then a convertible. So here you go. Here's the packaging again. Same story with this packaging. You know, as is all the Ferraris have had the same story. This one I know there is a yellow version out there that's going to be really tough to get. It is a Tomica exclusive. Hopefully eventually one day I will acquire it. F355 Berlinetta. And again, it's going to tell you here what's going on. There is an optional add-on of a license plate to the front, which I will not do. And then it also tells you it has an opening feature. And then other than that, same format as we've seen so far. Got to be a little bit more careful with this one because it does have side mirrors that are already attached. That would be a travesty to break one of those off. Because, like I said, these things are fairly limited. I don't know what kind of numbers they produce them in. But right off the bat, they're not cheap. So, little Ferrari logo right there on the side. Looks good. I like that little yellow center cap on the wheels. Here's a look at the front. Inserted details, little prancing horse up there in the grill. This is just a really cool Ferrari. I've always liked the shape and look of this Ferrari. It's a very, very nice one. Look at the back. Look at that little tiny rating right there. I mean, that is just insanity, really. This one, yep, does have suspension. Let's take a quick peek at the base. Ferrari F355 Berlinetta. Produced under license, Tomica, copyright Tomy. And, of course, this opens. So, let's take a peek in there. So, lots of detail in there. Looks good. It looks like the interior is pretty much all black on this one. The mirrors look good. They do not have, you know, sometimes they'll do like that reflective paint or something on the backside of the mirrors to give them more of a mirrored look. I don't think Tomica typically does that, and that's fine. Maybe it would benefit from that slight little bit of added detail. But I'm just definitely not going to argue. This thing looks amazing. So far, I don't have all of the Ferraris that have come out. There are some that I'm missing. I think I'm missing a blue one. What model is that? I always mix those ones up, like the 308s and stuff or whatever it was. I don't have that one. There's a couple I don't have. I'll have to make a list of the ones I don't have. I would like to get them all. And it appears that they are going on a break now from making Ferraris. And I don't know if they're done with this little sub-license for Ferrari or not. But it would be cool to see some more yet. So anyway, yeah, this is just, come on, guys. I mean, that's amazing. That's like the closest you're going to get to a real car, right? In 1/64 scale. It's just beautiful. It's a gem. All right. And then lastly, the F355 Spider. Same deal on this one, right? So license plate add-on option. Which you can do if you're brave enough. And an opening rear engine cover. Same sort of packaging. This one doesn't want to come out though. I'll toss it into my hand here, trying not to do it too rough. And there you have it. So basically the same car, but the Spider version of the car. So very, very cool. If you don't want to go after Tomica Limited vintage Ferraris, but you want some really good Ferraris in your collection that look awesome, the next one to go with is going to be the Kyoshos. Kyosho did some really cool cars too in 1/64. Nice tan interior, nice detail there on the steering wheel, and of course it's got the opening feature back there. Let's compare the engines. Yep, they are different. Take a look at that one. Take a look at that one. if you can see them both. It's kind of hard to see on camera. But they are different. They're going to be accurate to whatever vehicle we are looking at. And again, shuts perfect. The quality control on these is immaculate, and it's a good thing that they are immaculate, because if it wasn't, it would quite make customers angry. If you bought these, the other thing is they're really only available from a few places to be able to get them here in the U.S. at a reasonable cost. One, of course, is going to be Japan Booster. The other one is like Hobby Link Japan is another place where you can get these at a reasonable cost. Otherwise, you got to go to eBay for them. And if you go to eBay for them, you're probably going to pay a little bit of a premium. But if you miss out on the pre-order of them, usually you're kind of stuck with eBay as your only option. The yellow one, I think the yellow one is the Berlinetta. I think that's the one that comes out in yellow. This one does not have a yellow version. And the yellow versions, if you get a yellow one, those are always going to go for a premium, because those are a Tomica exclusive, and they're much more limited, I guess, than the red counterparts, which really, the red's the way to get them if you're just going to get one, because what looks better than a Ferrari in red? Just a beautiful piece. So I can't say enough good things about them. If you're only to have a few cars in your collection and you don't want to like get a ton of them, I mean, like, these would be ones to add, especially if you're a Ferrari fan. These would definitely be ones that you would want to add to your collection. All right, so I'm going to safely put these away now, and that's going to be it for this video. So hopefully you enjoyed them. Hopefully you enjoy these as much as I do, and if not, that's cool too, but it's hard not to, right? Hard not to. They are just beautiful. I think out of the four, my favorite is the Berlinetta F355. Just really dig that car. All right. Thank you guys very much for watching. You guys have a great day.